Hello everyone. My name is Dr. T.S. Kurne, Assistant Professor in Department of Statistics, Rajarshi Chhatrapati Shahu College, Kolhapur. Today we discuss sampling theory. So what is mean by sampling? First we see some basic terminology in sampling theory. First terminology is population. Population is an aggregate individuals under study is called as population. Census, a complete enumeration of all the units in the population is called as a census. But some limitations of census method, because it is reliable, but due to voluminous work it is expensive and time consuming. There are some situations where census is not possible or impracticable. For example, blood test for sugar, blood test for RBC count, WBC count, platelets, like that. If the population is finite, census method cannot be used, because in infinite sample space we cannot be enumerate all an individuals. So to overcome this problem we go for the sampling. The process, so what is meant by sampling? The process or method of selecting units from the population is called as a sampling. And in that sampling, any part of the population under study, for example some part of population is called as a sample, and number of objects in the sample is called as a sample size. For example, it is denoted by small n. For example, the population size is 1000 and we take the sample of size 10, then 10 is your sample size. The next is elementary unit, the ultimate unit in the population which is distinguishable and identifiable is called as an elementary unit. Next is the sampling unit. Before selecting the sample, the population under study must be divided into small parts which is called as a sampling units, and these sampling units can form as a sampling frame. So in order to cover all the populations there should be some list, map or other acceptable material is called as a sampling frame. In sampling there are two methods, random sampling, non-random sampling. Random sampling means it is selected by randomly or impartially. So the selection of each unit in the sample is done by impartially. Some human bias is not included here, or personal or any kind of bias in the selection is avoided in the random sampling. In random sampling method, pure statistical approach is used. Every unit in the population is given an equal chance of being selected in the sample in the random sampling. Random sampling method is least affected by personal biases. So some advantages, because random sampling does not depend upon the existence of detailed information about the universe. Random samples provides estimates which is essentially unbiased, have measurable precision, because in random sampling we reduce the human bias, so we obtain the estimate which is more precisely. It is possible to evaluate the relative efficiency of various sample designs when the random sampling is used. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello everyone. My hello, hello,